Hi, welcome to Craft with Kathy. Have you ever wanted to create a beautiful piece of home decor, but had no idea how or where to begin? Are you unsure as to which colors go great together, or don't feel you have the time or supplies to complete a project? These are common problems we all face, but I have an easy and cost-effective solution for you. And believe me, it's easier than you can ever imagine. How would you like the ability to create a custom piece of home decor within an hour or so? And what if the color choices were pre-made so you don't have to rack your brain figuring out what colors would work best? I'm going to actually use two of these wooden blocks to do a little project today. They come whitewashed and they're like MDF or whatever, and obviously they're double-sided. And I'm going to use the large rectangle and the smaller square for my project and actually get going on it pretty quickly. I'm doing a little bit extra in that I'm actually going to paint these surfaces before I get on with the project, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy that is. All I'm going to do here is spritz a little bit of water on my little surface so that it's damp, and then I'm going to actually paint it with our chalk paste. And I'm going to show you how quick and easy that is. And the reason I sprayed the water is I just want to dilute this paste a little bit. It's a little bit thick for paint, but if I add a little bit of water to it, I can either mix some water with my paste, or I can wet my surface and go with that. And yes, you heard me right. This is chalk paste made from chalk, which means it's water soluble. Cleanup is a breeze. We have two different mediums. We have chalk paste, and we also have an ink that is permanent. But on a lot of surfaces, our chalk paste can be removed. Now I'm adding this to wood, which generally is not a surface that will allow you to remove it. But if you did this on chalkboard or dry erase board or glass, yes, you could do it on glass, or mirror or metal, all you'd have to do is spritz it with a little bit of water and wipe it off with a paper towel, and then you could reuse the surface. How cool is that? So seriously, and you could paint your surface if it's wood, obviously, whatever color you want. You don't have to use paste. I like using our paste because then I know the color coordinates with the other colors that I'm going to be using. But if you wanted to paint it using an acrylic paint, you could very well do that. The choice is really up to you. And see how nice and easy this glides across. I've gone a little bit off the edge, and I'm going to clean that up before it dries. And I'm just doing the front. I don't know if I'm going to do the edges or not. It really depends on what I'm doing. I'm thinking that I might, I was thinking maybe one side for this and then maybe use the opposite side for autumn, but I think I'm going to revisit that idea. I think I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Wait until you see the design that I'm going to apply to this surface. It is so sweet. It's evergreen, so it's good for year-round viewing or year-round decor. And I think I'm going to need to put a second coat of paste on here. I know I've done it a little bit light, but I think I want this a little bit less see-through. So I'm going to wait until this dries and then come back and hit it with another coat. And I'm just using our Ocean Mist chalk paste. So we were talking about what if you had an easy way to do it yourself. I've given it this one little coat of kind of like blue wash, if you will, with some Ocean Mist chalk paste that I had watered down. You can tell it's almost dry. There's a little bit of wet spot there. I'm going to finish letting this dry, and then I'm going to put the second coat on. This time I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to scoop a little paste into the cap of my jar because I don't want to actually spritz it with water. Because if I put water sitting on top of something I've already painted, it's going to dilute that paste. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to my lid, thin it down a teeny little bit here so that it's smooth. I could apply it a little bit smoother than I would as the paste, because the paste is a little bit thicker, kind of like a yogurt or a sour cream texture, and I need it a little bit thinner to paint with it so that it glides on a little bit easier. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Coming over here and just put my second coat on. How simple, quick, and easy is this? And it only takes a few minutes to dry. So put a coat on and go do an errand. Now obviously not all of our surfaces, or not all of the surfaces, have to be painted. Some of them are fine the way they are. I love working with our chalkboards because they're reusable, and I could do a design for the season and either keep it for next year, or as the season changes, just go back, spritz it with a little bit of water, remove the chalk paste, and apply a different design, a totally different project. Wouldn't it be cool to do home decor for each season? Wouldn't that be fun? What if you had an exclusive design that still allowed you the ability to customize it as you wished, adding embellishments that you wanted? Wouldn't it be great to have all this and get it delivered straight to your doorstep? Oh yes, you can, for $21.99. And that includes free shipping. So it's $21.99. Oops, I did both sides. That side's a little wet yet. I suppose I should wait. So it comes straight to your doorstep for $21.99 a month. There is a 3-month commitment, but there's lots of different perks and things that come with your subscription package. Let me show you what is in this month's subscription package. Forgive my chalky fingers. I'm not going to take the time to clean them. Okay, every month you get an 8.5 by 11 inch transfer. These are kind of like stencils, only a whole lot better. They are made out of vinyl and silkscreen, and the silkscreen allows you to get this beautiful definition. Wait until you see how I apply this. And then you get 3 individual paste colors in individual packets that are more than enough to make this project 2 or more times. Now I'm using my 3-ounce container of paste because I already have it, so I'm not using my individual packets. I've already got the colors that I'm going to use in this project actually in the jar, so I'll save these for later. But there's a lot in here, you'd be surprised. And our colors for this month's, for August transfer, is Shimmer Rose Gold, a beautiful rose gold with some shimmer to it. Shimmer Moonlight, which is like metallic, midnight metallic paint, and then our Ocean Mist. And our Ocean Mist is what I've already painted my surface with. So how cool is this? And for your very first month subscription, you will get a squeegee that allows you to apply the paste to your surface. Now remember, you could put this on wood, you could put it on chalkboard, dry erase board, glass mirror, metal. You could put it on the front of your appliances, you could put it on the front of your dryer, your dishwasher. I mean, obviously this one doesn't make sense, but you could pretty much put it on any flat-ish, or let me change that to be a smooth surface. You could also apply it to ceramics and canvas. If you are doing it to clothing or something that's going to be washed, you would want to use our ink. If it's not going to be washed, you can use our paste. So it's that simple. So this is August transfer. Isn't this adorable? Our little house, some flowers, home sweet home. Celebrate each other, forgive and hug often, laugh together, share our dreams, and love unconditionally. Isn't this actually what family really is? So let me put this aside and do my other surface, and then we're going to actually apply the transfer, and you'll see how quick and easy that is. Okay, let's get on with the fun. Being that I painted this, I'm going to put a little layer of wax on it, and I actually just did a little distressing of the edges with this little sanding block. Because it's chalk paste, it was very easy to sand it by hand. So I'm just grabbing a little bit of our finishing paste. It has no fragrance, which makes it really nice. And all this is going to do is put a barrier between the chalk that's already on the surface and the chalk that I'm going to apply to it. Whenever you're chalking on top of chalk, it's nice to wax it, and whenever you're chalking on top of a wood surface, it's good to wax it, because the wax kind of smooths the wood out, the grain or the splinters or anything like that. And you want a really nice smooth surface when you apply your transfer, because you want to get that high definition that you get from the silk screen. So I just rub it in. I don't have to wait for it to dry or anything. Just rub it in and rub it off. Oops, and I have to do the other side. I almost forgot. Oops, let me get a little bit more over here. How easy, how quick and easy is this? So our club gives you one transfer a month. It's 8.5 by 11 inches. And you could, it also comes with complete instructions written and a video. And you could make it in its suggested form, or you could run with it and customize it however you want. Sometimes when people have a little buildup of their transfers, they will mix and match and add extra things to it from other transfers that they might have, or only use part of it. If the saying doesn't fit with you on here and you just want the home sweet home, obviously you could just do the home sweet home. It really depends what you want and how you want it to look. And as you use the kits, you'll get a little bit more adventurous, I promise. I have no special ability. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler, but I could chalk and make beautiful things for my home. Okay, on to the next part. Let's get this transfer, or stencil if you will, out of its little packaging. Comes in a cellophane envelope that has full instructions on the back. It's made out of vinyl and silkscreen, like I said. The vinyl is the teal, the silkscreen is the white. There is a carrier sheet or backer to it, and you need to pull it off of it, and all you have to do is run your hand across. It'll lift up. It is adhesive backed. The carrier sheet has one side that's kind of like freezer paper, kind of shiny. The other side is dull. All you need to remember is the shiny side goes against the adhesive side of the transfer. So, being that this is a brand new transfer and I haven't used it yet, I'm going to do what's called fuzzing, meaning I'm going to apply this to my little fuzzing cloth, lay it down, smooth it over, and lift it up. And all this does is put, oops, wrong side, terry side, microfiber side. You want to fuzz on the terry side, and all it does is put a little layer of lint to the back of your transfer so that it does not stick quite as strongly. When you use your transfer on non-porous surfaces like glass or metal or mirror, it'll stick very, very strongly. So you want to fuzz it a little bit more so that it doesn't stick so strong, so that when you lift it, it's difficult to lift up. I'm going to put the little house on here, and I just want to get this straight. Kind of got it a little bit close to me. Let me move it up so you can see. And I just want to get this lined up. And oops, I might have moved it a little bit too much. No, I think that's fine. Let me bring it a little bit closer to me so that I could see. I think that's good. I'm going to smooth it down. Make sure there are no air bubbles underneath my transfer, because if there's an air bubble, then the paste won't go through the silk screen quite as easily as it would otherwise. So I'm going to take my rose gold. Oh my goodness, isn't this beautiful, beautiful color with nice shimmer? And I'm going to apply it to my transfer. Just go over the house. I'm not going to get the little smoke or the vines coming from the chimney. I'm going to leave that alone for now. But I want to go over the house, push the paste through the silk screen of the transfer onto the surface below, smooth it out, remove any excess, make sure I have everything covered, put the excess back into the jar, no sense wasting it. A little bit of paste goes a long way. And then I'm going to lift this up. Oh, how pretty. How pretty is, whoops, I didn't want to do that. I forgot something, didn't I? Oh my goodness, you know what? I'll just put it back down. Maybe I should wait till it dries. Oh goodness, kind of garbled that up, didn't I? Well, you know what? We'll let it dry and we'll come back to it. No harm, no foul. I need to put the leaves coming out of the chimney. I mean, I could leave it off if I wanted to, but I'm going to just set this aside to dry, and then I'm going to take my other piece of wood, try to decide which one do I want where, and I'm going to line up the Home Sweet Home on it. Oh, I want it to be a little bit higher. Let's see if that's right. Just kind of position it where I want it. Okay, smooth that down, make sure there are no air bubbles. And this time, I'm going to just grab a teeny bit of the rose gold to do this little heart. And then I'm going to use my Shimmer Moonlight, grab a clean squeegee, and do my Home Sweet Home and my line. But not the words underneath. The words underneath, I'm going to put on the opposite side of this transfer. On the opposite side of this surface, so that I could turn it and show whatever I'd like. As you can see, a little bit of paste goes a long way. I'm going to make sure I've got all my letters top and bottom. Oops, I almost missed a little bit right there. I want to get my little line here right up to my heart. A little bit more paste. And catch this. Smooth it out. Remove the excess. And put the excess back in the jar. I think we're good here. I'm going to lift this up slowly. Oops, I see that I missed just a teeny bit right on the edge there. Oops, there we go. Lift this up, make sure it looks good. Okay, very nice. Now I need to set this aside because I want to do the opposite side, but I can't do it until this dries. Now our shimmer paste takes about 8 minutes to dry, where our regular paste takes about 5. And this is using our shimmer on both. And I'm going to try and line this back up and go over it and just add what should be coming out of my little chimney over here. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm going to take a little bit of the Shimmer Moonlight and just do the smoke or the leaves or whatever this is actually coming out of the chimney. Here we go. How adorable is this? Isn't this just amazing? It's so cute. Okay, I'm going to set it aside to dry. And you could also use your drying tool. And if you can tell, see the shimmer picking up all that glitter? It'll be even more prominent once it's dry. Now, how quick was that? Okay, time to wrap this up. Now, bear in mind, this is a little bit more complex than the project needed to be. I'm getting a little bit fancy with it. If you would like to see some other ways that this transfer has been used in some other of the finished projects, check out my Facebook page. It's called Craft with Kathy. Kathy spelled Kathie. So Facebook Craft with Kathy, and check out the post that shows you a bunch of different spin-offs using this specific transfer. I am going to put the wording on the other side of this piece of wood. So on to the last piece. I just flip this piece of wood over, and I'm going to do the wording on the other side. And I'm going to use my shimmer Moonlight. I made a little mistake, so I quickly washed it off and then re-waxed my surface, washed my transfer, and I am doing it again. I had actually smeared it, so look at how easy it is to recover from a problem. I'm going to smooth it out, remove the excess. Actually, I just need a little teeny bit. I close this up, so let's see if I can get in there with my squeegee and just add a little bit to this heart in the rose gold. There we go, look at that. How easy was that? So, if you'd like to know some more about Club Couture, if you'd like some more information about it, just comment club below, and I will send you a link so you can find out a little bit more about it. If you have specific questions, please feel free to ask away. In addition to the flat rate shipping, there's also access to regular perks, special deals, private sales, and discounts for club members only. Sign up for an initial 3-month commitment, then cancel at any time. We'll ship your first exclusive kit right away. Subsequent shipments are billed on the 5th of each month and ship immediately thereafter. So if you like this August Club Couture, sign up today before midnight Pacific time in order to get this. Otherwise, you can't purchase it. It's only available for designers and club members. How sweet is this? Oops, just dropped my transfer. Now remember, our transfers are reusable, so I need to clean this. And remember, the other side has our home sweet home. So I'm going to set this aside to dry. Here's our cute little house to go with it. Won't this make a nice little display on our entryway table? And it's evergreen, so it could be on display year-round. How do you like that? Thank you so much for watching. I surely do appreciate it. If you are not familiar with my Facebook page, it's Craft with Kathy, Kathie, on Facebook. Stop by and take a look at the little video that shows you a whole bunch of different ways that you can use this transfer. Create something for yourself, for your home. Create something for a gift. It's such fun. Sign up to be a member of Club Couture so that you get an hour of creative bliss directly to your doorstep once a month. It's so much fun. See you later.